This is the sheep brain that I dissected, fully dissected. First got my brain out of the package, it did not have the arachnoid matter attached to it still. The arachnoid matter would have been a thick layer that surrounds the whole brain into the spinal cord. The cerebellum is the part of the brain that controls the coordination for balance and also muscle, and it's this area right here. This is the cerebral aqueduct. Right in here. Cerebral aqueduct contains fluid that then flows to the third and fourth ventricles. The fluid is called cerebrospinal fluid. Cerebrum is the largest part of the brain, which is this whole section, and it has two hemispheres. This area coordinates movement and also regulates temperature. Of the choroid plexus is in this area, and it is the one to produce the cerebrospinal fluid and also regulates the volume of that fluid through. Corpus callosum is this area right here, and it's a large tissue, nervous tissue, and it helps connect the two cerebral hemispheres together. Cortex is the outermost portion of the cerebrum, which is this section right in here all around. Cranial nerves are 12 pairs of nerves along this area, and they all leave the brain. These 12 nerves play a role in sensation and also can help with movement. The diencephalon is this region right here, and it helps connect the nervous system to the endocrine system, and it can also play a part in hormones. This brain also did not come with dura mater, but it would be a connective tissue type of layer, and it's also the same as the first matter layer, and it serves as the outer layer of the three middle layers. The gray matter is inside of the brain in this little area, as you can see, and it is the one that contains the cell body. The gray matter is also what helps you process information. Processing information can help you control your thoughts, actions, emotions, etc. The gyrus is what expands or increases the brain's surface, and if you put them together, is any area in this area that's not these little divots, but instead the flatter surfaces. The hippocampus is this regional area right in here, and it also helps with your emotions, but also it's with memory, so it converts short-term memory and conveys it to long-term memory. The hypophysis is this little area, and it is a gland. In this gland, it controls the number of endocrine glands that are throughout the brain. The hypothalamus is right above the other one, and its purpose controls body temperature and also your appetite, fluid balance, and a couple of other things, which all happen to be a part of maintaining the interhomeostasis. Medulla is located right here, and it contains the centers for heart rate, blood pressure, and respiration. The medulla also contains many of the reflex centers, which control coughing, sneezing, hiccuping, and a couple of other things. This is the midbrain area. The midbrain section is important for vision and also hearing. This is the olfactory bulb, and this contains all cell bodies of neurons, with the neurons of the olfactory nerves that run in this area as well. This is the optic chiasma, which plays a role as a crossing point for all of the optic nerves that run in this area as well. Pia mater also did not end up on this brain in particular, but would be considered the closest to the brain of the meninges layers. The pineal body is this circle right here, and it plays a role in regulating sleep and also plays a role with your decision making. And by sleep, I mean sleep patterns. The pons is an important part of the brain, and it's located right around here. The pons contains nerve tracts, and these nerve tracts connect the cerebellum with other parts of the brain and also the spinal cord. This is the sulcus, and it's a little groove in the brain. This little groove in the brain helps with brain development. This is the thalamus, and the thalamus serves as a sensory relay center. A lot of the sensory nerves in the brain enter the thalamus, and then the impulses of those nerves are then sent to the region where they should be sent to. When it comes to the ventricle, there are 4 ventricles around the brain. This would be the 4th ventricle, this being the 3rd ventricle, etc. And all ventricles are filled with the cerebrospinal fluid. The last thing I'll be talking about is white matter. It is similar to gray matter, but it helps you process information, but instead is on the outermost layer of the brain instead of inside the innermost layer. A little more, it's the outer layer of the brain.